I think one of the biggest things that we haven't quite dove into yet, but I think is probably the most important component of health, in my opinion, is where your mind is at and what you're doing with your energy and your body. Because if your mind is in a state of defensiveness and fear, then your cells and your immune system is going to be in a state of defensiveness and fear. Like your mind, your energy directs your physiology. And I also really love that how you commented on like foundational physiology is truly the key to health. And I work really similarly in my own practice where it's like I focus on cellular health. And if we can get the cells operating correctly, then usually the body will be able to come back online. But I'll also find like sometimes people will over supplement. And if you're in a state where your body like is in such a cellular danger response that you can't even absorb nutrients, then if you're also fighting an infection and you put a bunch of supplements through the liver, you're not taking the liver's capacity to process stuff and putting it into the supplements versus allowing it to process the infection. So there's this balance that you have to hit. Like more isn't always better. And I talk to parents about this and stuff because sometimes they'll give vitamins to their kids, which is awesome, but kids are incredibly resilient. And if you are giving them vitamins, they need a completely different dose than you because they're smaller and their body processes things differently. And so just like helping people to understand the concept of allostatic load and why care plans need to be catered to each individual person and where their body is at and what it's doing and what their physiology is doing. And sometimes you have to change things, and sometimes you don't take supplements every single day. And sometimes you might take a different supplement if you're stressed out versus a different supplement if you got hit with a chemical exposure. But the mental stress component, like I'll loop it back to like how it affects the gut and different things, can even affect your hemoglobin A1C. Like if we're super stressed out, it can affect basically, like another way to say it is almost like the rust on your cells, right?
Yeah.
So stress can actually affect these things.